Anna Cassell is an American photographer. She is best known for her photography series that she calls elliptical narratives. She is most known for her photographic series called Wonder, which takes place from 1996 to 1997. Another series called Override in 1997, and her last series called Hide in 1998. She likes to capture moments from stories such as Alice in Wonderland and The Magic Donkey. Both of her series, Wonder and Override, capture the light and dark aspects of the story Alice in Wonderland. She changes her photos to show the character being seen as both the victim and the instigator. Anna carefully plans and stages her scene to be photographed. Most of her work is done in New York, in the USA. You can see her work in museums and expositions. In the first photo, it's called Untitled Number 1 of her series Wonder, taken in 1996. In order to create this photo, the young girl had to be fully clothed and in a body of water. This makes the girl's body appear disoriented and rearranged by the light reflecting on the water. I think this photo is trying to explain the changes in Alice's body when she shrinks or becomes a giant in different moments throughout the book and movie. Not only was she able to use a head-on perspective, she was also able to capture the different ripples and texture within the water. In photograph number 2, this photo is called Untitled Number 6 in the series of Wonder. This work is a good example of many ways a photographer can utilize shutter speed. In this instance, she uses fast shutter speed in order to capture the model in mid-air. I believe this photo is interpretive considering Gaskell decided to crop out the model's head along with her outfit. In photograph number 3, this is Untitled Number 2 in the series Wonder. This photograph is a good example of the category explanatory because this photo is showing how to give someone mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. The capture of the hard lighting and head-on perspective allows the viewer to see exactly what is going on. Since Anna captured this photo from the angle, you can see the young girl's hair is wet and you can assume she was drowning, which would explain why she needed the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. In photograph number 4, this is titled Untitled Number 26 in her series called Override in 1997. Inspired by Alice in Wonderland again, this photo takes advantage of the use of hard light from a low perspective. In the photograph, the model is presented as lost and almost demented as shown in her eyes. This represents the experience of anxiety that children undergo at young ages as they live in the shadow of their parents. In photograph number 5, this photo is titled Untitled Number 29 in the Override series. In this photo, you can see the use of low perspective being used during sunset. This photo shows the multiple people pulling at the young girl's hair. This represents all the different paths that Alice takes in her journey, but it could also represent people trying to pull the young girl into many different directions in the path they want her to be on and to conform to their ways, instead of following her own path. Since I was able to see 2 different meanings and perspectives within this photo, I would say this follows the interpretive category. In photograph number 6, Anna took this photo called Untitled Number 60 by proxy in 1999. In this photo, it looks like Anna used a low shutter speed and used a high perspective to capture the flow of the fog. In addition, she uses the monochromatic scene of white and cream colors. This photo has a lot of movement through by focusing on the fog that creates a cloud illusion. Viewers who see this photo will reflect on the angelic scene that Anna created while balancing dark and light colors. Last but not least, in photo number 7, this is Untitled Number 35 in her series Hide, inspired by The Magic Donkey. This photo was made by using the red lighting in order to create a feeling of mental illness. It has much of the same background meaning as the previous photos were. The true meaning revolves around the mental state of people. The main focus is the girl that this is brought out by having the light revolve around only her as it fades to black everywhere else.